6 Jamaican farm workers who were in Ontario, Canada were sent home last month. This is what we're going to talk about. So we would consider them whistleblower because they mention stuff that, I guess them never did for talk about. Well, that is what most Jamaicans are saying under the post, and that's kind of sad though. Imagine you decide to question your living condition or how the people them treat you, and all them couldn't do is just ship you back on a plane and make you know, say, brother, that is it. No warning, no nothing. You just get up today and here say you're there on the first flight to Jamaica morning. Imagine that. And then 90% of the Jamaicans them under the post and say you shouldn't keep no mouth shut. Jaja no. This is what took place. So the 6 who had stayed off the job for a day in protest after their living quarters were flooded with wastewater landed in Jamaica on Tuesday, August 7th, a day after the island ended its independence celebration. Thanks to one of the whistleblower, we have more information, and also credits to the Jamaica Observer. They are the one who put out the information first. Now it's kind of weird, because we not hear nobody on the government side that talk about this. Where is the representation from the government? Who responsible for them people? Why not talk about? There's this quote that slavery not end, Then just went public with it. And I know for a fact say farm work not easy. The man them work hard start. So just imagine you talk about such condition and young thing them couldn't do ship back a yard. Me not understand that. Note, this incident took place from June. So there was a video that was circulating. It shows a overflowing toilet and bathroom facility and waterlogged flooring in the bunkhouse, which features an open play layout. In the video, workers recorded a meeting between themselves and their handler, who is in tirade punctuated by expletive, means them a cuss. That person accused them of deliberately pouring grease down the drain on more than one occasion to cause the unsightly flooding. The man whose voice dominated the audio interrupted the workers' attempt to deny any such activity, completely unaware that he was being recorded. Now, following the media highlight by the farm workers, Labour Minister Mr. Pernell Charles Jr. ordered an immediate investigation into the living condition and work environment of the farm workers from the location. He said laser officers were directed to visit the location to provide a comprehensive report on the condition of the farm workers. Well, according to the dismissed workers, the people them not do crap, nothing at all. The man said after the activity died down, they were asked. So it's a loan problem. Now I get for understand so the 6 of them were staying in the same bunkhouse. Hence the reason why they were able to send the 6 of them home, because so the problem exists. So not more than the man say I must not cause all of this. I want to send out the video. According to the man, he was on the field about 10 o'clock in the morning, and him see the supervisor followed the paper. With that paper were names of persons to be sent home. This person said that someone told him that the boss claimed that he was the one who sent off the video. The whistleblower noted that their supervisor did not mention anything about a video. All the man forward and said there are no more work, which was simple and excuse because according to them, harvesting just started. So that don't make no sense. The man said, and I quote, "I frightened so till I don't even know what to say. Right now the whole camp shake up star. All with the man was respect." He went on to say we didn't come from any slum star. No, these workers start from May and supposed to end their thing on October. This is where it gets interesting. The Labour Minister, who were contacted by the Observer on Wednesday evening, said he had been unaware of the development or promised to make queries into the well-being of the men. Charles, who had just hours before while addressing a post-cabinet press briefing, said that there have mainly been positive reports coming from the overseas farm workers following the government probe into the working condition of the Jamaican farm workers in Canada. You can check the channel. I put out a video a couple months ago with a Canadian lady. She was complaining about the work condition or living condition of the Jamaican farm workers. Basically, I said the Jamaican government, them now the crap star. A long time or a full time of them supposed to intervene. Well, according to the Jamaican government, nothing like that. Them say a lone positive message the people them are sent home. So what a lie. Which part the liaison minister them they were supposed to represent the farm workers? Man say when me say we don't have anybody to stand up for us, people think a joke thing start. You see, if them did even just send we home after the season finish, it wouldn't so bad. But what they did was the height of disrespect he had. The man said that all of them who were dismissed ahead of a Canadian weekend holiday were not even allowed the courtesy to securing gifts for their family and had to be making queries about their departure. So that's what I talk about. Them basically just drag them and say, listen, I hate that, less than 2-3 days are outside. No joke, and trust me, this not look good. Imagine you spend your money and your time and say, you have to follow other place and go make a little food and fall back and better your life and your loved one and only if you know that the people and cut your work hours short and send you back a yard all because you decide to talk up. That don't make no sense. Now, when time the Observer put out the poster on Instagram, as me telling you, more than 90% of the people in the comment section, they are the one thing in common. All them say the man them should do a keep them mouth shut. Now comment and tell me how that makes sense. Yes, we understand that the Observer never really put out much information, but yeah, tell me say shit water float up in your living here and you're supposed to live with that, you know, if you talk about it. That's what I say, you know. You know, see, now some sick set of people start when they make white people are treating her like dog shit. That's why I'm telling you, say, slavery not done. Them just went public with it. And don't get me wrong, you know, we know that there are a lot of other farm workers, supervisor, or boss who actually treat them workers good. So credits to them, mad respect and big up the yard of them who go over there and hold it same way regardless. Because at the end of the day, food have eat. We understand that. But when I hear me, at the end of the day, star man, them can't sell no soul for little vanity. You hear me? I tell you, when you can't live like dog out there just to eat a bread. Angie, you need to do better, star. You need to do better. Or whoever is responsible. This should have been a national thing, you know. Me not understand why the Jamaican government not find this interesting. Now, remember, you know, thousands of youth leave the island yearly, you know, just to honor them people, you know. Look at the return, there's no question. You can tell, say, farmer do contribute a lot to Jamaicans. A whole heap of youth, me know, say you probably have a neighbor right now we're gone on the program and my fall back in would bring all the one shoes for you, though. Whole heap of youths build themselves up from the ground level right up because of farm working. So, we know, say, yo, this thing is important to the youths. But not the same breath, while the man them a hustle, they need proper representation. Now listen to this. The worker said that their effort to reach out to Labour Minister officials here since they return, it's nothing but trouble. All know them not get a chance, star. One man noted that he's willing to travel from Westmoreland to meet with the minister, even if they are not going to give us the chance to go back. Just hear us out. He said that they don't know if anything can come out of this, but at the end of the day, they just want to meet with the minister at the head of the Overseas Employment Unit. He said that right now we just wish we could have that meeting. That's all we are asking. The guys are willing to come any day, he said. You know, so them people are 6-star listening. Last year, I think it was about October, there was a fact-finding delegation was sent to investigate conditions on farm across Canada following the release of a letter written by Jamaican farm workers that are advocacy from inquiring migrant farm workers. That team, the findings of which were released in April this year, countered the complaints of the workers, stating that the majority of the workers were pleased with the program. Imagine that. They also dispute that the working conditions were next to slavery. This is how me look at it. You have one side of farm workers where they might deal with them right, and the next side where they might deal with them like dog shit, right? And it seems as if the government not really care about that. Them just want to use them for go out there so they can collect the benefit. Best believe that the government make thousands of dollars for one farm worker, you know. If you never know, you know, big money the government and make same way, you know. So at the end of the day, they cannot afford for the program to fail. So they have to suck up to the white man them over there and the business. They don't care how them want to treat the yard of them. No, that's enough for them concern. It's all about getting the back. So, what do you guys think though? Comment below. As me tell you now, it don't look good and me just feel like the government need to do more. Whoever responsible need to intervene and protect the youths them star.